He cut back. Now he's got it. 50, 40. He's well over 2,000 now. 30. Look out. Right side 20. 15 to the 10. To the 5. Holy mackerel.
Stafford, who took a hit, firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Calvin Johnson. That looked like a Hail Mary at the end of the game. A jump ball and the 6'5" Calvin Johnson made the catch.
Play clock at 3. Matthews got it back, sets, looks, throws. He's got Golden Tate, makes the catch. Inside the 15, inside the 10, and he's breaking away. He's into the end zone. Pack the bags, start the play. This game is over. It is over.
They're out of Harvard. 6th-year man is the second tight end. Goff looking. St. Brown. End zone! Touchdown Detroit! St. Brown! This is home game number 2 for the Dallas Cowboys. They came back to beat the Washington Redskins last week. They did not get in the end zone. But as you heard, the hometown kid is back, growing up in Highland Park, and now here he is in Arlington, Texas. He made the trip last year when the Lions came to this stadium, and when we talked to him yesterday, he said, well, I haven't played there. He played at Texas Stadium in high school, but he's well aware, in his words, of all that goes on in Jerry's world.
Had so many family and friends coming to the game today that instead of getting tickets for the stands, he wound up leasing out a suite.
Bailey will kick it away, and off we go. On a Sunday afternoon, Stephon Logan on the return. Gets across the 20, gets out to the 25 or thereabouts. Eventually, he is taken to the turf. The ball came out, they blew the whistle. And the Lions will start inches inside their own 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford, who is 5th in the league with 977 yards. There, the backs and receivers, nobody better certainly than Calvin Johnson. But Troy, these tackles will be tested today in keeping Spencer and Ware out of the face of Matthew Stafford.
And the way Scott Linehan runs this offense, he does not very often give much help to those tackles either. Even last week, they're in Minnesota in a loud stadium, much like they'll have today. They were blocking one-on-one throughout the afternoon.
Starting from the 24, Javid Best. And Javid is taking it across the 40. Here's a team that ran for a total of 20. It's coordinated by Rob Ryan. It's a 3-4, same as they ran under Wade Phillips. But Troy, it's a different 3-4 than they ran under Wade Phillips.
Yes, it is. And there's a lot of different variations as to how they play it. And you know, as we all know, Rob Ryan has a lot of bravado. He said, I'll put my defensive 3-4 system.
Stafford has a pocket, throws, and he's picked off by Sensabaugh. Overthrew an open Calvin Johnson. And the Cowboys defense comes away with its 4th interception of the season. Johnson was open. The charged up Stafford was high and behind him. Sensabaugh there for the catch, and an early turnover for the young Matthew Stafford. Rib, a collapsed lung. He came back, fought his way back last week. They beat the Redskins. Here, the backs and receivers. There is no Miles Austin. Des Bryant is good to go. And 2 rookies, Troy, on that offensive line, and they will get it. Fake it to him. Set up a screen for Bennett. And the big tight end, Martellus Bennett, down to the 40. Ndamukong Suh is downfield to make the play, and we may see a lot of number. On 3rd down, they floated for Bryant. What a throw. What a catch. Touchdown.
They weren't real sure coming into the game whether Des Bryant was even going to play. One-on-one outside with Chris Houston. Chris Houston's never able to locate the ball. You see, once he turned and tried to find the ball in the air, he was unable to, and Des Bryant, of course, is able to go up and use his big body, much like Calvin Johnson is able to do on the other side. For the Lions, Des Bryant takes advantage of that size advantage over Chris Houston.
Just like Calvin Johnson, Des Bryant can play above the field as he just did. And so the Cowboys, who did not score a touchdown last week in a win over Washington, they get the turnover and turn it into 7. Pressure on Stafford. Best nowhere to go. And the play made out on the edge by DeMarcus Ware. A loss of 1 in a good series for the defense. An unproductive series for the Lions offense. 3 and out.
And turn it into something positive.
Now 3rd down and 2, and a quick throw is good for a first down. Catch is made by Des Bryant, who already has a touchdown in this game.
Hey, toss it, 180. What's that?
Play clock down to 1. The pass is caught by LaRon Robinson. First down, Dallas. And they convert again, this time 3rd and long. Romo with good protection, throws high and caught, and again it's LaRon Robinson, who was picked up as a free agent when Miles Austin wasn't available. And on 3rd down and goal, Romo throws, completes, Choice does not get in. And a good sure-handed tackle made by Spivey. Tony Romo's pleading with a handoff, and it is stuffed by Detroit. So not taking the points, Jason Garrett goes for it on 4th and goal. And Felix Jones cannot get in. Ashley Palmer was the first one there. And off the edge, he made the stop. Great work and a big stop by this Detroit defense.
It sure was. Yeah, you get down in this area and to be able to stop them and not give up any points. That's a great goal line stand by the Lions.
Lions take over inside their own 1, down 7. On 3rd down and 4. Stafford rolls to his right and completes to Burleson for a first down. A nice job by Detroit to dig out of that hole. High school of Bobby Lane, who brought the Lions their last championship. Trying to get it to Scheffler, now throwing in a completion to Pettigrew. So both tight ends were in the 8. Stafford rolling out to his left, looking for help, just throws it out of bounds. Outside the pocket, and he was being chased by DeMarcus Ware. Delayed handoff, Felix Jones. And Felix will take it to midfield. Good blocking up front and a 19-yard run by number 20. On 1st down, Romo going to air it out down the middle. LaRon Robinson hitting stride. Down to the 6. 44 yards to the replacement of Miles Austin.
Because of the injuries, but they picked one up there.
Romo throws and completes for the touchdown. His 2nd of the day, Des Bryant.
They've given Des Bryant a lot of one-on-one matchups here in this first half. He's already beaten Eric Wright once over the top. You know, Des Bryant is just such a physical receiver that, you know, they're going to give him a chance, and he's going to use his body and his hands, and he's able to haul it in.
Clearly into the end zone as he spun his body, and now Des Bryant, who came in with 1 touchdown on the year and a deep thigh bruise, has 2 here in the first half. Romo has started hot. 10 of 12, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. This one set it up. LaRon Robinson, Cowboys happy to have him. They love Des Bryant. First-round pick last year. He's got 2. It's all smiles for Romo. Here come the Cowboys. Here's another screen attempt for Best. And right on his back was Jay Ratliff. It's 4th down.
You know, the defensive front, what happens is they recognize when the offensive linemen are
down at 5. Romo over the middle for Witten as he gets his first. And then gets crunched at the 30.
3rd down.
Romo over the middle completes. That's Witten. Jason Witten is short of a first down. And then Witten, who takes a pounding every game. He's become automatic. So good at Oklahoma State, was the nation's top kicker last year. In place of the injured David Beeler, and he may last a while here in Dallas. 17-0 Cowboys.
Record 24-17 Bears on top of the Panthers. Joe?
A lot of scoring in Chicago. Here is Calvin Johnson's first catch. He had one earlier that was wiped away by a penalty, and he is good for 12 yards.
He's been short on a number of throws.
Now he sets up and throws and hits Calvin Johnson, who has Terrence Newman on his back, a gain of 6. To make it 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Well, now we'll see.
Stafford avoids a sack and then flips it for Best. And Javid Best is down to the 20 as Matthew Stafford makes a play. Victor Butler was Stafford over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Frank Walker with the coverage on Brandon Pettigrew, who from 33 yards goes to 9 for 9 on the season. So Matthew Stafford got his team into the red zone. Fake the handoff. Romo over the middle, hits Choice, and he gets dragged down from behind. Averill made the play. A gain of 9, and it is a 3-and-out. Good work by Detroit as they will take their first time out. Stafford throws and completes. Calvin Johnson made the play as he was working on Terrence Newman, a gain of 20. Cowboys come with a blitz. Stafford throws. Pass is complete to Pettigrew, but he's not going anywhere in the arms of Abram Elam. DeMarcus Ware over to help, a gain of 4, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, the offense just has not been able to get in, really extend his years. They got to try to limit it.
Quick throw, and LaRon Robinson stretches out and makes the catch. And Tony Romo is finding a new favorite target, number 81.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions just have not, they haven't challenged a receiver yet in this ball game. And that slant route has been there all day.
Romo finds Witten. And Levy forces him out.
That I thought coming in was a lot better than what I've seen today.
To fake the handoff, Romo finds Choice. Bouchard is to the 31. Clock will continue. Instead, they hand to Choice. They get the first down. And Choice now inside the 20. Timeout taken by Dallas. They're going to let it go down. And we'll have a field goal to end the first down. The field goal attempt as Choice got 14. He doesn't miss. And it's 20-3.
They got some figuring out to do on offense, too.
Yeah. And Hansen takes a nosedive after kicking that one off, and this one is returned by Lissimore, who can run with it. How about that return by Sean Lissimore? What to do with it?
He sure did.
Quick throw, Romo completes, and there he is again, LaRon Robinson, and in a blink, they're at the Detroit 30. Let's go down to Pam Oliver.
Half in field goal position, not good.
Romo throws, and there's LaRon Robinson again. Another first down. He's working on Chrisfield. Interesting play. That's Ogletree. And Ogletree is out of bounds just before getting into the end zone, forced out by Delmas. Ogletree was coming on a little reverse, and then he reversed.
Yeah, they run the play where they fake the slant, then run the reverse to Ogletree, only this time in his left arm, because then it would have been exposed to the defense.
Wide open back of the end zone, Witten, and then make it look easy all day. His first touchdown of the season.
Well, we talked about the attention that Jason Witten should garner. And you're going to see him get off the line. Nobody touches him. Cliff Averill doesn't jam him. There's not a linebacker there over the top of him to jam him. You know, down there it is very tough because you're playing run, and it's hard to play the run and then still be in a position off play action pass. But the one thing I would think every team would do down there is jam up the top playmakers, Miles Austin.
Cowboys have scored on 5 of their 7 possessions. Romo 3 touchdown passes on the day. His team is up by 24. Quick throw, and it's Burleson who makes a move on Sensabaugh and gets a first down across the 30.
Yeah, I think if you look at the way this
on 3rd down and 5, Stafford over the middle, broken up by Jenkins, trying to get it to Calvin Johnson. They fake the run. Romo throws, and he's picked off by Bobby Carpenter. And Carpenter makes a move down the sideline, still going. The former Dallas Cowboy, Bobby Carpenter, is a fumble into the end zone, and it's recovered for a touchdown by Eric Wright. There are no flags, and Bobby Carpenter just made a play against his former team.
Well, he sure did, and that's what the Lions needed. They needed a quick score and something to happen defensively and keep Dallas from coming away with points. Bobby Carpenter right here, you're going to see he reads this the entire way. He reads play action. He drops underneath that curl flat area, and Tony Romo just either didn't see him or he thought that he could lay something over his head. But you know, that's the guy, that's the only guy when you're the quarterback that you've got to be able to see, knowing that he's the one who can take that throw away. Romo doesn't see him, and boy, Bobby Carpenter comes up big when they needed it.
First round pick in 06. Getting a chance to start with Justin Durant out with concussion issues, and Carpenter just turned it into, depending on Hansen, 7 points. Eric Wright recovered as Carpenter. Cowboys averaging 4.7 yards per rush. How about Robinson? How about that catch? As he has enough for a Dallas first down.
This guy's got some unbelievable hands. That's about the
out of the shotgun pass is intercepted. Houston, and now he's got room to run down the sideline, and Houston has just turned in another defensive score. And in a blink, a team that was down by 24 points can turn this into a 10-point game.
Well, we talked about them not getting very aggressive with the receivers. Chris Houston does this time. He anticipates the slant route by Robinson. Robinson unable to cross his face. He's trying, but Houston plays that beautifully and gets in front of Robinson and then makes a heck of a catch on that and a great return for the touchdown. You know, we've seen the Cowboys throwing that slant now a number of times in this game, but Chris Houston finally challenged the receiver, got in front of him, didn't let Robinson cross his face, and he comes away with the interception. You're right. The only way the Lions get back into this game the way they have is to have happen what just happened on 2 interceptions, both returned now for touchdowns on consecutive possessions.
They're going to take a look at the scoring play to make sure that Houston stayed in bounds, but this is a game now. Let's take a look at his trip down the sideline and see if he stayed in. He's in the entire way. So the Lions with this defense.
By Chris Houston.
And that's Chris Houston, who we saw earlier frustrated on the bench. Palms up. I'm giving you my best. Well, he went 56 yards on the interception return for the touchdown. It's a 10-point game. Hand off to Felix Jones. If he's got a bad shoulder, it doesn't show. He carries the pile for 6 and a first down.
You know, it's really nice by
Romo down the sideline. LaRon Robinson overthrown. Romo ends up on the ground, and with 3:02 left, and now a flag for the hit on Romo. This is big.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 90, defense, contact to the quarterback's head, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Comes right at the end, and you see that he extends and he hits him with his left hand, left arm and hand right there to the face mask, and you can't do it. You know, anytime you give a quarterback a shot to the helmet, they've got a referee that stands back there, and all he's looking at is the protection of that quarterback. And so anytime you get around him,
that is a big 15-yard penalty. So the Cowboys hang on to the ball, and now finds Witten, does Romo. How does he stay up? Down to the 9, Jason Witten. Romo looking left. Ogletree is out of bounds. Coverage on the play by Eric Wright, and Ogletree could not get the catch secured before he headed out of bounds. A 2-score game at 30-17. And that's 3 feet. Ran the 40 at 4.98 at the combine. Here is Pettigrew. Wide open down the middle of the field, and a good start to this drive. 22 yards to the big tight end. Now it's 2nd and 8. As we start the 4th quarter, and the pass complete. That is the rookie Titus Young. A first down inside.
They've dropped the safety in. Matt hadn't yet seen that, though.
Over the middle, Titus Young making moves, and now looking for a block from Calvin Johnson. He shoves the helmet of Barry Church off his head. On first down all day for Stafford, who goes to the end zone. Jump ball, touchdown. Megatron is in for the touchdown, Calvin Johnson.
That is unbelievable right there. Calvin Johnson comes off the ball. Matthew Stafford sees that he's not open, that there's 2 defenders down there covering him, and he just alley-ooped it. I mean, he just threw it up in the air saying, okay, I'm going to give my guy a chance. I talked to Matthew Stafford before the game on the field, and I asked him about this very thing, and he said he gets double covered so much that you have to sometimes just give him a chance, knowing that he has a size advantage, and that's exactly what just happened.
This to make it a 6-point game. The Lions did it last week to the Vikings, down 20-0 at the half. They have come roaring back here today. 2 defensive touchdowns, now 1 to Megatron to make it 30-24. Calvin Johnson and Stafford hook up again. Romo floats it for Witten, and he and Witten not on the same page. And exactly what the Lions defensively needed, a 3-and-out with 12 minutes to play.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. You know, you don't see this very often between these 2 guys, Jason Witten and Tony Romo. They could right now, too, with Terrence Newman on.
Stafford looks that way, throws, and completes for the first down. So Rob Ryan was aggressive. Newman gets up, slapping at the turf, and on 3rd down and a couple, the completion to Calvin Johnson.
Well, he shouldn't be slapping.
Stafford, penalty flag flies, and the pass incomplete. Church, the replacement for Sensabaugh, made the play on Burleson. And this call is against Detroit.
Holding. Number 76. Offense. Penalty's been declined. Result of the play. 4th down.
So Rob Ryan's groups. Stafford over the middle hits Pettigrew, and he's dragged down by Sean Lee after a gain of 9. And on 3rd down and 1, a first down carry by Keelan Williams. He takes it to the 30 with under 7 to go. Stafford looks right, hits Titus Young, and the tackle made immediately by Terrence Newman. A gain of 9 on 1st and 25. Here's what's on the line right now for the Cowboys. They're big. 3rd down and 12. Stafford underneath. Incomplete for Best. On this drive, 4 penalties called. A big one on Burleson for a block in the back. The most recent one for pass interference on Titus Young declined, and now it's 4th down with under 4.5 to play. And Hansen is on the field to try and make this a 3-point game.
Yeah, penalty's the undoing of the Lions on that possession, but you know, Stafford using his head on that last play. He didn't want to give up the sack. There was pressure on him. He got it underneath. Now they failed to get any yards because of the incompletion.
51-yard try. This would equal Hansen's season long. Jason Hansen, perfect. And it's a 3-point game. And now the difference in this game, the 3 points the Cowboys put up at the end of a drive. From the 20, they'll start with a throw, and over the middle, this one is picked off. Intercepted by Tulloch. A penalty flag is down. And the indication is hold against Dallas. That pick should stand.
Holding. Number 63. Offense. Penalties declined. Result of the play. 1st and 10.
And the 3rd interception of this half thrown by Romo.
Yeah, the hold was against Sue, and Tony's in the pocket. He's just trying to lay one down the middle. Stephen Tulloch, who is expecting that, he's the middle linebacker playing depth, and he gets underneath Witten, but you know, they got the pressure in Romo's face one of the few times they have, and he tried laying it, and just can't do that down the middle of the field like that when you're lobbing one.
So 3 second-half crushing interceptions thrown by Romo. How bad will this one hurt Dallas? Pass is caught by Calvin Johnson, and Barry Church hurt himself on the hit.
When you're not able to step up in the pocket because of the pressure.
2nd down and 1. Quick throw. Calvin Johnson down inside the 20. And with 3.5 to go, Matthew Stafford in his homecoming has got his Lions inside the 20 at the Dallas 16, down by 3.
Yeah, my guess.
Best. Javid Best just spun his way down inside the 10. If you're just hand off to Best, he's got a first down inside the 5.
Javid Best, I'm impressed with what I've seen of him. I mean, he's just been.
Stafford pulls it back, throws it. Penalty flag flies. The pass incomplete for Pettigrew. And it is a hold, which would be an automatic first down if it's against Dallas.
Prior to the pass. Holding. Defense number 20.
I knew we could score on 2nd or 3rd down.
They lob it. Calvin Johnson with a touchdown, but a flag is down in the back of the end zone.
Defense. 12 men on the field at the snap. Penalties decline. Result of the play. Touchdown.
And for Calvin Johnson, that is 4 straight games with 2 touchdown catches in each, and this one puts Detroit on top for the first time today. 12 men on the field against Rob Ryan's defense. And this comeback, for the moment, has Detroit on top with a chance to go on top by 4.
Well, you can't double them down here. You know, when you get that close to the goal line, you've got to cover them with one guy. Terrence Newman, he draws the short straw. And as we've talked about, Matthew Stafford, he knows that he's got a size advantage with Calvin Johnson. Just give him a chance. Calvin Johnson came down pretty hard.
He's got 8 touchdown catches, 2 in each game, but now 1:39 remains for the Cowboys, who will get it back, but no timeouts. And this would be the biggest collapse in Cowboy history. 3 weeks after they blew their first game in the fourth quarter when leading by 14 or more at the Jets. A big extra point makes it a 4-point game. The Lions are 1:39 off this clock away from starting 4-0.
This is remarkable. You know what we've seen throughout that first half. The Lions played about as poorly as they could play, and even to start this second half. And the only chance they really had of getting back into this game was to have some big plays made by their defense. And the defense not only made the big plays, but they got the touchdowns as well to really help out this offense. And you could see the momentum starting to shift at that point. And then the defense started getting the stops that they had last week against the Vikings. And you know, this is remarkable that 2 weeks in a row the Lions would come back from those type of deficits. That's hard to do at any time, especially difficult to do on the road.
Lions have outscored the Cowboys 31-3 over the last 23.5 minutes. And again, for Detroit, the last 2 games in the second half and overtime, they've outscored the Vikings and Cowboys by a combined 57-13. That's what they've done in this game alone against Dallas.
Still being able to come out of this thing with a win.
Over the middle, it's Witten. Jason Witten gets 9.5. No timeouts.
No timeouts, and Detroit will give up the underneath things. They just don't want the receivers catching the ball, getting out of bounds, and stopping the clock.
Pass caught by Witten, left alone, and he's got a first down.
Tony Romo's pretty good in these situations. He'll take that and get it down the field to at least give himself a chance at the end of regulation to take some shots into the end zone.
He gets it to Witten, who hops out of bounds. So 3 in a row to Jason Witten in 38 seconds. Here's Felix Jones. Gets a block momentarily from Ogletree. And he takes it to the 40. 4-man rush. Romo is sacked. They finally get to Romo, and it's Willie Young.
Well, Willie Young better quit dancing and get lined up.
Cowboys hustle back to the line. Ron Robinson bobbles it incomplete. And now the Lions are 11 seconds away from a 4-0 start. As is caught, a broken tackle, and Felix Jones has given the Cowboys at least a chance.
He makes a tackle there, it's game over.
He went right through Eric Wright, who had a chance to end the game.
Well, they get one shot now.
Well, now that's 4th down. That was a 4th down play which turns the ball over with 4 seconds left. And Jim Schwartz and the Lions celebrate a 4-0 start. And Jim Schwartz has a look on his face like, wow. Coming all the way back from down 17-0, then down 24 points. They get a hold on 4th down. And with one snap of the ball, Matthew Stafford, who is back at home, will walk out of here a winner, a 4-0 team. And Tony Romo and Jason Garrett will have to answer a lot of questions after this one. We'll come back and wrap this one up. Right after this, the Lions, for the first time since 1980, under the direction of Jim Schwartz, have started the season 4-0. Back to wrap up after this.